In this episode, we look at Unit 5, Weather and Climate, page 35 from our science textbook. Weather is with us all the time. In some places, it changes from day to day. Weather is the daily condition of the atmosphere at a specific place and at a specific time. Meteorology is the study of weather. A meteorologist is the person who studies the weather. A prediction of what the weather will be like is called a weather forecast. Information about the weather can be obtained from weather stations, weather balloons, radar, and satellites. Elements of weather and how they can be measured. Temperature, rain, sunshine, clouds, wind speed, wind direction, air pressure, and dew are called elements of weather. Temperature is the amount of heat in the atmosphere. That is a measure of how hot or cold something is. The instrument that measures temperature is called thermometer. The readings are given in degrees Celsius. Rain. Rain is drops of water which fall from clouds. The amount of rain that falls in a particular place is measured by an instrument called a rain gauge. Rain is measured in millimeters. Clouds. Clouds are responsible for many aspects of the weather. They give some of the best clues as to what the weather will be like in the next few hours or days. Clouds are formed when water vapor in the air condenses into tiny water droplets. The amount of clouds in the sky is estimated in eighths called octaves. The movements, height, and shape of clouds can indicate the type of weather that is likely to occur. Clouds can be high, medium, or low. Clouds can be high, medium, or low. There are three main types of clouds: cirrus, cumulus, stratus. Cirrus meaning feathery, cumulus meaning heaped, and stratus meaning layered. And here we have to the right various boxes showing these things. So we have the cirrus clouds, they look feathery. Then we have the cumulus clouds, like heaps of cotton, and stratus meaning layered. Above those, we have the rain gauge and we have a thermometer. We now turn from page 35 to page 36. Cirrus clouds are thin, white, wispy clouds, often looking like long strands of white hair against the blue sky. These are high clouds, which usually indicate fair weather. They usually indicate fair weather. Cumulus clouds look like separate puffs of cotton wool in a blue sky. They are high clouds and usually bring fair weather. Stratus clouds. Stratus clouds form thin, wavy layers across the sky. They are medium-level clouds and usually bring rain when they are dark gray. Cumulonimbus clouds are large, heavy, dark, low clouds and are always associated with showers and sometimes with thunderstorms. The portion of the sky which is covered by clouds is called cloud cover. So here we have a circle representing the sky, and with no shading, that means clear skies. A quarter of the sky is covered and we have a quarter of the circle shaded. When half of the circle is shaded, it means that half of the sky is covered. And when 3/4 of the circle is shaded, it means that 3/4 of the sky is covered. And when it is totally shaded, the whole sky is covered. We move on to wind. Wind is moving air. Wind is moving air. It has a great effect on our lives. Sometimes it blows gently, giving a refreshing breeze. At other times, it blows strongly, creating gales, storms, hurricanes, which cause widespread damage to properties and the death of people and animals. The anemometer is an instrument which is used to measure wind speed. The wind vane is used to measure the direction from which the wind is blowing. And here we have at the bottom the Beaufort wind scale. We also have a picture of the anemometer and a picture of the wind vane. We now move from page 36 to page 37. When the atmosphere contains a lot of water vapor, the weather is described as humid. The weather is described as humid. The warmer the air is, the more moisture it can hold. The more water vapor in the atmosphere, the higher the humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. The hygrometer is an instrument that measures humidity. Dew. When the sun has set, the ground begins to lose its heat. The air does not lose heat so fast, so the ground becomes colder than the air above it. Dew is formed when excess water vapor in the atmosphere condenses on objects outdoors that are near to the ground. For example, plants and window panes. The temperature at which dew starts to form is called the dew point. Air pressure. The earth is surrounded by a layer of air that presses down on the earth. This pressing down of air is called air pressure. You do not normally feel this pressure because there is an equal pressure inside your body that is pushing outwards. If the air is cold, it sinks, pushing down to create a higher pressure on the earth. If the air is warm, it rises, so there is a lower pressure on earth. Low air pressure brings stormy weather, while high air pressure brings fair weather. Temperatures can also make a difference in air pressure. The barometer is an instrument that measures air pressure. Climate. Climate is the average weather conditions of a place over many years, usually 30 or more years. Factors that affect climate are latitude. Places near the equator have a hotter climate, while places far from the equator have a cold climate. Altitude, that is height above sea level. The higher a place is, the colder the climate it is likely to have. Finally, distance from the sea. Places far from the sea usually get less rain than places near to the sea. We turn from page 37 now to page 38, where you find your unit review. And the first set of instructions says, match column A with column B by placing the correct letter on the spaces provided. So we have column A, column B, and we have the meanings in column B and keywords in column A. So let's go now. Satellites. Satellites would be matched with E. They are a source of weather information. Hygrometer is matched with D. It does what? It measures humidity. The barometer would be matched with G, as that measures air pressure. Octa would be matched with H, the unit used to measure the amount of cloud cover, while rain gauge would be matched with I, and that is, it measures the amount of rain. Thermometer would be matched with A. Thermometer is used to measure temperature. The anemometer would be matched with J, and the anemometer measures wind speed. Millimeters would be matched with B. Rainfall is measured in millimeters. The wind vane would be matched with C. That shows the direction of the wind. And finally, degrees would be matched with F. Temperature is measured in degrees. So I want you to continue from here and complete your unit review. You're going all the way around to page 40. In the next episode, we will be looking at page 41, unit 6, and we'll focus on forces. See you then.